Are you trying to conceive, but you feel like you're always off a few days? Confused by conflicting ovulation signs or apps or strips that they're not matching your body? In this video, I'm uncovering the real signs that your body gives you through both Western and traditional Chinese medicine, because true fertility awareness is way more than just a calendar. Whether you're trying to conceive naturally, preparing for IVF, or just beginning to explore your fertility path, this guide will give you a deeper, more intuitive understanding of your cycle, especially using traditional Chinese medicine. Here's what I'm going to cover: a 6-day fertile window, how does it work, how to detect it, traditional Chinese medicine signs of ovulation readiness, including pulse and tongue diagnosis, what your cervical mucus and energy levels can tell you, lifestyle factors that improve egg quality from both Western and Eastern views, when it's time to seek deeper support. If you're new to my world, hi and welcome. I'm Dr. Gina Rosella Terranoni. I'm a board-certified doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. I'm also a certified women's healthcare practitioner in integrative medicine. And I blend 2,000-year-old healing traditions with modern science. Over the last 25 years, I've helped more than 2,000 women and couples get pregnant and have healthy babies, and I would love to help you too. Please subscribe to my channel, because every week I share videos that include a minimum of one simple step to help you on your path to pregnancy. Let's start with the real fertile window. Most ovulation tracking apps assume a textbook 28-day cycle with ovulation at day 14. But real bodies don't work like textbooks. So the fertile window includes 5 days before ovulation, because sperm can live up to 5 days. The day of ovulation, your egg lives 12 to 24 hours or a little bit longer. So that means if ovulation is delayed due to stress, travel, illness, your fertile days shift too. Apps often won't catch this, but your body will if you know what to look for. In traditional Chinese medicine, ovulation is more than just the release of an egg. It's the moment that yin transforms into yang. This is when the body shifts from a cooling, nourishing phase to an energizing, warming phase. So how do we see this play out in practice? I'm going to tell you about traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM, signs when ovulation is approaching. We look at the basal body temperature. This stays low during the yin, or follicular phase. Then it rises sharply when yang, or the luteal phase, begins. We also look at cervical mucus. This shifts to clear, slippery, and it's abundant. TCM, we call this a sign of flourishing kidney yin. So it can look like egg white or sticky. People have different amounts that show up more than during the rest of your cycle. That's cervical mucus presenting itself. Pulse diagnosis reveals a slight wiry or slippery quality mid-cycle. I talk to my clients and give them charts on where to push. They can start tracking their pulse. It's amazing and super helpful. And tongue observation and tongue diagnosis. This is huge for detecting ovulation and fertility patterns. You might show a thinner white coating or slight redness at the tip. This indicates the rising yang energy of ovulation. This is going to be a little bit trickier to do on your own, because you have to look at your tongue every day. For a skilled practitioner such as myself, I'll say, oh, the tongue looks a lot redder, and let's look underneath. We're looking at everything: the shape of the strength of the muscle, the coating, the color underneath. Is it purple? Is it pale? Is it enlarged? Is it long? Is it short? There's so many things that we look for: pale, bluish, so many things. You probably have seen some of my videos, if you're not new to my channel, where I've been doing tongue diagnosis. If you want me to look at your tongue, I have a queue of tongues that people send me photos. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Energy-wise, we're still under TCM. You might feel increased libido around ovulation. This is very common. greater confidence or focus, a subtle rise in body warmth and creativity. It's very yang, very expanding. In traditional Chinese medicine, this phase is supported by the liver and kidney systems. So if there's stagnation or deficiency, ovulation can be delayed, irregular, or non-existent. Let's look at cervical mucus a little bit deeper. Cervical mucus is your body's built-in fertility tracker. TCM views it as more than just a sign. It reflects the state of your kidney yin, health, spleen, and liver blood. Here's how we interpret mucus through a TCM lens. If we're finding clear egg white texture, this means there's good yin fluids and a good fertility window. If 1 month you're ovulating day 11, the next month you're ovulating maybe day 14, you're going to know because your body is giving you the signs with your mucus. If it's sticky or scant or dry, this may signal a yin deficiency or a spleen deficiency. I don't want to confuse you. Just to say in some parts, the heat in the body might be cooking a little bit, and that's why it's getting dry and sticky. If it's thick, cloudy, or yellow, this can suggest damp heat or inflammation in the body. This is often linked to diet, stress, gut dysbiosis, or inflammation in the gut. Definitely something to get checked out if you notice that. Your emotional and physical state also reflects ovulation readiness. Fatigue or irritability during ovulation points to liver qi stagnation. Mid-cycle headaches, liver qi, but it's also liver yang rising or blood deficiency, and often that is working together. If you have questions about this, drop them in the comments. I completely understand that you probably didn't study Chinese medicine. If I'm going too detailed, call me out on it and I will explain it to you, or I'll make another video. But give me a question so I can answer it. We have to look at lifestyle to support healthy ovulation. TCM offers tools not just to track ovulation, but to support it. So here's some suggested supportive practices that are rooted in Chinese medicine. Seed cycling, flax and pumpkin for follicular phase, sesame and sunflower for luteal phase. This will support yin and yang balance. But we want to look at warming foods post-ovulation. Some more ginger, grate out ginger and drink that hot tea throughout the day. Cinnamon, bone broth helps to build yang, also helps to warm the womb, the uterus. And then castor oil packs are very helpful, especially for women with endometriosis, and we want to use these pre-ovulation only. They work on supporting blood flow to the ovaries and detoxing the liver. Not a super strong detox. We don't want to be detoxing while we're trying to get pregnant, just helping the body to naturally detox, okay? And then there's some acupressure points. There is one on the foot. It's called Liver 3, very good for stress. I also use foot soaks because that soaks a lot of the acupressure points on the feet that help with fertility. So if that's something you're interested, I'd highly recommend that. And then spleen 6, that's more above the ankle, focuses on nourishing blood and regulating the menstrual cycle and ovulation. And then there's in the center line is Ren 4 and 6. And these work on tonifying the uterus, reproductive organs, and overall kidney essence for fertility health. We also want to minimize screen time at night, manage caffeine. If you have some first thing in the morning and that's it, then it will not interfere with sleep quality and the jitters. If you have anxiety, then I would say no caffeine. And also rest more during your actual period, during menstruation. Sometimes we're pushing so hard or exercising hard, and we do not want to exhaust ourselves during our actual cycle. These activities allow kidney essence to replenish. We always need to replenish the fuel for the body, for the mind. If you're tracking diligently, but your cycles are irregular, ovulation signs aren't there or they're weak, or conception hasn't happened after 6 months, 12 months, TCM can offer personalized insights. I wouldn't wait. I talk to a lot of women, they wait, and usually the last resort. I just wish you would come to me earlier, especially if you're over 35. There's no reason to wait to get support past a year. It's really important not to try to do this on your own. I talk to many women who've been trying for 5 years, 7 years, 9, 10 years to get pregnant. It's time to get supported, and it takes the pressure off of you, okay? So a practitioner who specializes in fertility, I specialize in holistic, natural fertility. I work with women trying to get pregnant naturally or improving their health overall for egg quality before IVF or FET, if that's something that you're doing. Make sure that you're not just relying on Western medicine to help you get pregnant. You've got to prepare your entire body. A trained practitioner is going to know if you're deficient in excess, if there's stagnation throughout the body, if it's blocking ovulation, or if you're not nourishing the body enough and the reproductive system is not getting the nutrients it needs. We can see this. We ask a lot of questions. We can look at your tongue. We can give you herbs to help all of these things to work in harmony. Blood work is helpful. Sometimes it's the story between the numbers that TCM uncovers. So we don't want to rely 100% on blood work. Like I said, it can be helpful. Sometimes women that come to me for consultations say, can you look at my blood work? Absolutely. I'm trained in that too. I just want you to know there's so much beyond the blood work. So we're recapping here. Ovulation, it's a transition of yin to yang in the body. Your body feels it when you listen, when you slow down and give it the time. TCM offers tools to track, nourish, and understand ovulation way beyond apps and P-strips. And fertility, it's not just physical, it's energetic, emotional, and it's seasonal. You can reconnect to your body's natural rhythms, and you deserve support that sees all of you, that doesn't treat you like body part. If this video gave you clarity or helped you to feel more in tune with your body, please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification. I've got more videos coming up on menstrual health, egg quality, preparing for pregnancy the holistic way, and also drop a comment below with any signs you've noticed during ovulation or questions you'd love to have answered in a future video. See you next time.